Hi everyone, I'm back to give you a tour. I think it's been at least 2 weeks and things have changed. And I just wanted to show you what's up. So lately I've been deciding to put like the plants that are younger in here so that I can keep the light at the right distance from them. And what I have growing in here are some Paris lettuce, and these are beautiful amaranth. So they started out like this, but I wanted to grow them up. I didn't want to just have microgreens, so I decided to pull a few of them and have the amaranth. The rosemary is finally growing, which is nice. And another in here, there's a little spinach finally coming up. Spinach is stubborn, rosemary is stubborn. But I have rosemary there, there, and there, which is nice, and the amaranth. So I have a bunch of that growing. Again, my parsley, my basil. This right here is kale. Finally, it's getting a little taller. It seems to be a stubborn one also. Then I have some purple basil there. I have an eggplant growing back here, one or two. A tomato plant. This is bok choy. I wanted some bok choy, so here we go. I have to separate these because you see when they're like this and there's 2 plants in there, you're going to lose one, so I might as well just separate them and have 6 plants. And what I like to do also is put little notes on each box, because if I have to make a list and keep it elsewhere and then match it up to the list, it's not going to work. So I decided to just put a note right on there when it was fed, when it was planted, and what it is if I can't recognize it. Also, here's some arugula again. This is arugula coming up again. Some more lettuce. And sage right here, sage, some more red basil, more parsley, and these are my cucamelons, and there they are. The cucamelons are growing up, and I put that, I'm calling it a trellis, to help them grab onto it. And look what they did. They grabbed onto my light. They grabbed onto the light, of course. But anyway, and now I'll show you what's in the basement. So what's new down here are peppers. Giant pepper plant growing. I had to add more lights because this big plant was blocking out the lights for the rest of them, and I can see little peppers starting to form. You can see one right there starting to form because there were flowers already. Let me see if I can show one of the flowers back there. And once you see the flowers, you'll start to see the fruit. So I'm happy about that. And here are the cucumbers. There's the cucumbers, 2 cucumber plants, tomato plant, and a giant eggplant plant, and a smaller one. So they needed some extra lights, so I did this setup yesterday. And then I have some offshoots from those tomato plants, and I'm trying to root them. They don't have roots as of yet. So there's that. And I'll take you over to the other section. So what's new over here? Excuse me. We have a lot of Swiss chard growing. I've been eating off of that plant, so this will be the end of this plant today. This is a spinach that started to bolt, so I'm going to decide what to do with that today also. Here's some more arugula growing because I just love arugula. And this was an offshoot of an arugula also. And there's a bunch of lettuce back there that also is going to be consumed today. I have more Swiss chard growing. And here's another one right here up front. And a bunch of lettuce. Now over here we have lettuce, which I'm pretty sure this is the same one, the Paris lettuce. But I have a beet growing here. The other one didn't come up. It wants to not be a plant. It wants to not be a beet. And this is a cabbage. Again, a lot of this is experimental. I'm not sure I'm going to see these all the way through the end because I don't have a yard to put them in unless somebody wants to adopt them. Then I will surely give them away. This is an orange hat tomato, so it's a small tomato, but the plant might be big. This one and this one back there are Tiny Tim tomatoes, and those will only get to be maybe an 8-inch bush, tree, whatever you want to call it, and the tomatoes are really tiny, so I'm looking forward to those coming up. And that's a new system that I bought. This is a Serene Life system, which didn't come with a pump, but came with a great light on it, and it comes with a, well, I'm going to do a video on that and share that with you. So I'll tell you a little bit more about that. And this is some nice Butter Crunch lettuce. This is Tiny Tim lettuce, so they're going to be little heads of lettuce. That's those two. Nothing in here yet. And then here's my little homemade unit that I made. And I have my 3 lettuces growing up in here. These are bib lettuce, so I want to see the difference when they grow up, what it's going to be like. And also I have some tatsoi microgreens growing here underneath a new section of another light. And then back here I have a bunch of Tiny Tim lettuce plants growing, and pretty much there's 2 in each one. As you can see here, there's 2, so I'm going to separate those. Anything that I could separate and have room for, I'm going to separate, especially the lettuce. And what I did today was I set up a pump right here, and the pump leads to both this unit and to this unit, because this unit doesn't come with a pump. But I was able to get this pump that will service, it has a dual output, so I decided to put that on here and here. Now, for the Kratky method, that's the Kratky method of growing, you don't need to pump. You don't need a pump at all. You need the lights, you need the nutrients. You could let the water sit still. I just wanted to do it because I have to do it. I have to do what I have to do. And then I'll show you one little other unit that I have going on. Well, I actually have 2 more, so be right back. Here's the one that you've seen before. I have some cuttings for my basil to be rooting. And then I have some dill that I already ate, but I am leaving the dill to see if it'll come back. So it looks a little scrawny right now, but some of this is an experiment. Some of this is not. Like, I mean, I'm growing chives, but how often do you eat chives? So they'll be gone soon, because as soon as I make a nice baked potato, I'm going to put some chives on it. Some more parsley. And finally, sage growing from seeds, which is another stubborn seed. So I'm happy that this is coming up now. Oh, this is a sticker from So Not an Expert, Danny, over at So Not an Expert. I put it on to cover up the hole. The reason why you cover the holes on these things is to keep the light out of the water, because once you put the nutrients in the water, algae loves lights and the water and the nutrients to grow. So you try to cover up as much light that goes directly to the water that you can. And then I have one more. That's that little cute setup. I still haven't set up, I have another one of these, but I still haven't set that one up. That's going to be my emergency one. And what I do is I put little plants in any little container that I could put them in. Trying to keep them in size order, which helps with the lighting. And one more setup. And here's the two more setups together. And I just keep these in the kitchen with the light growing because these are the ones that they get consumed often. So I have some lettuce growing back there, which I have been eating and probably will finish today. And then some more basil growing there. And of course, my big leaf basil here. Look at the size of this leaf. But it's good because I love a slice of basil on a sandwich with a slice of cheese. So delicious. And a drizzle of balsamic. Oh, delicious. Anyway, and this is a baby amaranth, and it was the same as the other amaranths, but here's my experiment again. I'm leaving this one here to see how much better the other ones do, as opposed to what's going to happen with this one. Now, this one may catch up with the other one. It may not, but this is, again, an experiment. And here's my arugula that I've been eating, and the basil. And some more arugula, and some more basil. So like I said, I keep these closer to where I do my meal preps so that I could just run over here and, grab a leaf and do what I need to do. But that's it for now. I'm going to end up posting the other video about the Serene Life unit that I bought and the pros and cons of it. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Say hello to my little friend. Ha ha ha. Bye for now.